Hi, I'm one half of the Sparrow Beckett team.
Hi, I'm Annabel Joseph.
Hi, I'm Eden Bradley.
Hi, I'm Sidney Bristol, New York Times and USA Today bestselling author of both romantic suspense and BDSM erotic romance. And yes, this is my real hair color.
My writing partner, Sorsha Black, and I wrote the series Masters Unleashed.
I'm the author of the Comfort series, the Rough Love series, the Properly Spanked series, and lots of other erotic and historical raunchy series.
I'm the author of over 40 erotic and erotic romance stories. I'm probably most well known for my BDSM novel, The Dark Garden.
Yes, I'm kinky. I'm pretty super perverted. And for me, I don't even know like where it started or where it came from. It wasn't a situation of, I learned about the lifestyle and I thought it was interesting, or I heard about BDSM and I thought it was hot. It was just something that it wasn't something I discovered. It was just something that was always hardwired in me.
I've been in the kink life for over 30 years as a switch. Actually was a top for the first 10 years and really didn't think I'd ever bottom for anyone until I met the right guy. I've had 2 long-term dominants. I've had a few submissives of my own, both male and female.
I think as authors, we are always going to write something that comes from our personal life. We're always going to end up putting our own personal experiences into books. I have written about things I've done. I've taken those experiences to really deepen the experience of the scene. So, whenever I talk about in Committed, whenever Poppy is strapped to that library ladder and she is getting her clothes cut off of her and she feels the knives with the electricity, I felt that. And it's kind of one of those things of you almost have to know what it feels like in order to write it.
There's definitely a lot of things from my personal life that show up in my books. Not necessarily like the blow by blow of what happens in my sex scenes is what Annabelle does every night. No, definitely not. But yeah, there will be like memories, feelings, moments that were special. I'll put them in a book. The sensation, that's the nice thing about being a submissive, is that a lot of the things that happen to my submissives in my books are things that I have had happen to me. So I feel like I can put maybe a little bit of extra emotion or sensation into those scenes. And then on the dominant side, of course, I'm lucky enough to live every day with a very dominant male in my house. And I definitely have been known to steal things from him, things he says, things he does, to take them and put them in my books.
Right now in my hardcore BDSM story, The Training House Boy, I'm writing about Christopher, who was my first submissive. So some of what I write about is through research. For instance, in Dangerously Bound, I'm not a big rope girl. I've never done suspension. I have some health issues which prevent me from doing some of the torture ties. My friend, author Sidney Bristol, came over to my house and got down on the floor of my office. And since she knew more about rope than I did, she was happy to try some different poses to see if a hog tie with her hands clasped behind her head and hair tied to the feet was actually feasible. And it was. So you can read about that in Dangerously Bound.
My favorite scene is in our first book, Finding Master Right. It's actually a scene that Sorsha wrote, but it still counts. So the heroine, Kate, and the hero, Banner, are in his mansion, and he has just given her an order. She has no clothes on, and instead of following that order, she decides to be funny and run away naked through his house. I think most dignified doms, and he even thinks this in his head, would kind of sit and wait, and then, you know, punish the submissive when they return. But his Banner's hunter instincts just kind of perk up, and all he could think of is naked girl. He, you know, plays along, and he runs and goes to catch her. And, you know, when he catches her, of course, she pays the price. But what I love about it is it kind of shows that even BDSM sex can be fun, and that even, you know, your strictest master dom can let loose and have fun in the moment and be spontaneous.
Me as a person, I feel like I can understand and identify with both roles equally. However, me as a writer, I think often it's easier to identify with the submissive. While I don't say that their emotional stakes or what's happening to them is more dynamic or more important, there's just an intensity of what the feeling of someone is doing to you that I think comes across on the page super, super intense and just very, very visceral.
If you like this video and you want to see more with some other authors, make sure you like it, share it, leave a comment or a question below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more. Thanks.